Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this episode of Go Before You Don't, and welcome back to New York City. Today,
last day today.
This is our last day in New York City, and it just so happens to be the 4th of July, which is of course Independence Day, where all Americans come together to celebrate Will Smith saving the planet from alien invasion.
Welcome to Earth.
Thank you, Will. So today we're going to try and go up to the top of the Rockafella Centre. We've just arrived now, and wow, I've never seen so many American flags in my life. Really going to town for Independence Day. Someone came through security with a little Victoria's Secret bag. They must have purchased it before they got here, and they put it through the bag scanning machine and then just walked away and left it. I think it's like a pair of ladies' undergarments, perhaps?
Or an expensive perfume.
Or an expensive perfume. But I like to think it was expensive lady garments, undergarments.
Lingerie.
Lingerie. This is reminding me so much of when I worked in Sydney. I worked at the top of the Sydney Tower Eye, and the whole process was the same. We had security, bag check, and then there's people over here, they're taking pictures in front of a green screen, and what they'll do is just superimpose that in front of a view, and it's just like a really kind of cheating, easy way to get your picture professionally taken at the top of the rock, and just got all this information and history about the building on the pillars as you go through. It's so similar, it's like almost exactly the same setup as back in Sydney. I highly recommend that's something that you do when you visit Sydney. We're in New York just now, but just a brief mention of Sydney, and it's such good value. We just paid $36 to get through here, but in Sydney I think it's like 24 Australian dollars, which is even cheaper than USD, so that's probably about 18 or 20 US bucks to go to the top of the Sydney Tower.
Hi.
Hi.
You guys like a photo?
Yes, please.
Alrighty guys, big smile, and
We have 2 more flights up.
So here we are on top of the rock, on top of the world. It's actually so much quieter than I thought it was going to be. I thought, especially since today's July 4th, Independence Day, I thought it was going to be absolutely mobbed up here, but it's not. There's like loads of space to move around, loads of time and space to take photographs, and it's nowhere near as humid as it was yesterday as well, which is great, because yesterday was almost unbearable. Are we having a nice time? Best $36 we've spent since we got here, I'd say. So you've pretty much got all of the views that you want of New York City from here, including the Empire State Building. And if you're going to choose between climbing the Empire State Building and climbing the Rockafella Centre, then I would definitely recommend you climb the Rockafella Centre, purely because you then have a view of the Empire State Building. You can't take a picture of the New York skyline with the Empire State Building in it if you're on the Empire State Building. So I think I'd rather, for my pictures and video, to have the Empire State Building in the view.
The Empire State Building is a much nicer building.
It's more iconic as well, so I'd rather have the Empire State Building in my pictures than the Rockafella Centre. So. How's that selfie turn out? Did you nail it?
Nailed it.
Nice one. This reminds me, if you're not following us on Instagram, then you really should be. We've been on top of the rock for about 45 minutes now, I'd say. The view is absolutely incredible. 45 minutes is not too long to be up here. Like, you can't get enough of this view. It's incredible. Central Park over here. Empire State Building over this side. Unbelievable. Feel like you're on top of the world here. Okay, I think that's enough time up here. Time to go grab something to eat, and then we're off to the airport tomorrow morning. And if you want to find out where we're going, you better tune into the next video. So as well as working at the Sydney Tower Eye in Sydney, my first job in Sydney, well, not my very first job in Sydney, it was my first job was at a fish and chip shop, but it was only for a week, and we don't talk about that. That was a dark time. But after that job, I moved to a company called Bridge Climb, who conduct climbing tours up the arches of the Harbour Bridge in Sydney, and that's actually where Kalisi and I met. That was weird. We went working there together at the front desk. I walked in and she fell in love with me immediately. What's that face?
You fell in love with me immediately.
Sure thing, kiddo. Keep telling yourself that. We're just looking for something to eat, and I think we've decided on dollar pizza. Cheapest way to eat here, obviously not the healthiest way to eat here, but it is the cheapest. We're actually including dollar pizza in another video that we've been making here about how to come to New York and visit on a budget. So if any of you are watching this and you've been watching the last couple of videos and you think, oh god, I'd love to go see New York, but I can't afford that, it's too expensive, then I'll link down below to a video to show you why that's not true. I wonder if there's actually ever a time of day where Times Square is not just full with people, just absolutely packed.
Where are you from?
Scotland, where are you from?
Oh, Scotland. You show somebody from Scotland? Hey, Scotland?
Yeah.
How are you, Scotland?
But this is going out to the whole world though.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Oh.
say hello to the world.
Hello world. We're here in Times Square.
That's right.
42nd and 46th on Broadway.
Representing. We've been here so many times during our visit.
I love it!
Kalisi loves it. It's like, it's so busy. I get claustrophobic, too many people, and I get really irritated with people bumping into me and walking in front of me, and it's good to come like once, maybe twice. We've been here like 7 times, seriously. Plus, I didn't sleep at all last night. I think I slept for like an hour.
That's the real issue.
Yeah, I'm really tired. I'm getting grumpy and irritated. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Can't move for Batman and a Penguin and Iron Man, Spider-Man, Mickey Mouse. There's actually thousands of them out here. I don't want a photo with you. See, told you I was grumpy. Okay, so before I leave New York, I want to make a point about the metro system and the issue of the signage. The signage is terrible in here. It's so misleading, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. We are trying to catch the J train, okay? So we're looking for the letter J to get home. So I look at this sign here, I see J, straightforward. But over here, in the center of the room, it says Brooklyn and Queens JZ, right above the stairs, okay? Now that tells me I have to go down the stairs to get to the J train. And I'm going to Brooklyn, so it makes perfect sense to me to go down the stairs because the sign is right above the stairs. But if you go down the stairs, then you get to a platform and it tells you to go back up for the J train. Because it's not down there on that platform, so why on earth is the sign above the stairs? The only time that you find out the J is actually on this platform from this point walking forward is right at the end of the hallway. There's 3 sets of stairs with a J above them. If you were a real idiot, you wouldn't have learned after the first one and you go down every set of stairs. Just have it on the wall, just the wall. Or to the side. Like here, it says, at the start here it says on the side. But then it gets misleading once you move past this sign to the J one above the stairs. That's all I'm saying, just to take the J and Z away from above the stairs. Thank you.
This is the last stop, no passengers, last stop. No passengers, this is the last stop.
Alright, it's the last stop. Jeez. Thought this train was going to take us home, but it's not. Again, New York City, sort out your metro. So now we're just waiting for our real train to take us home, which is going to be another 8 minutes from now. So anyway, I'm going to finish the video now because I'm going to put my camera away. I don't really feel comfortable having all my camera equipment out and about at this time of night. So I'm going to put the camera away, and thank you very much for watching. And if you did enjoy watching this video, please give the like button a wee smash for us. We do appreciate it. Share it with all your friends and family. Make sure you're subscribed and you hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos in the future. And if you haven't been to New York City,